All right, so all done with the testing here. Let's kind of go over a couple things. So first, let's talk dispersion. Right, so I've got red is AI smoke fade setting, yellow is AI smoke in the draw setting, green TD max standard neutral, and then I've got that draw -1 with the fade weight setting. So let's turn all this off here. So as you can see, you know, pretty wide dispersion in what I was trying to hit, right? I hit 3 good ones, 1 livable one, and 1 that's out of play, which is what I was finding. You know, it's totally what was going on with me. Then AI smoke with the draw setting, so I had the neutral weights. Everything is biased left, which makes me aim further right, which then if I square one up, I send it way right. So I lose them out of play. So this is exactly what I've been fighting, okay? So now, just kind of out of the box, TD max, standard neutral, or state aloft, neutral. You know, dispersion's decent, but about like the fade bias of the AI smoke triple diamond 8 degree. But then I was like, you know, why don't I just get a little weird with it? And let's go draw -1, put the weight in fade, knowing that my pass, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 into out, right? If I can get that club face to square a little bit better, then here we go. Dispersion tightened up right around the center line, looks really good. And so let's go look at the data. That's kind of interesting too. So let's go shots, because I was just showing Pedro, one of the owners here. All right, so AI smoke, 112 ball, 166 ball speed. Okay, my draw setting. Okay, let's see, let me find red. All right, red. Okay, 112, 165, right? A little bit slower. Okay, again, struggling with dispersion on both of those. Okay, then I come down here to the standard neutral. Not bad, right? 112, 165 ball, right? Spin very consistent. Actually spins very consistent out of the smoke too, to be honest. No low spin dippers, so that was good to see, which I thought I was getting, right? But then the magic. 113, 167, including a 172 or 173 ball speed, fastest I've ever been, and the dispersion was ridiculous. So, boys, I have found a competitor for my new driver. If not, found my new driver. All right, GolfWRX. Sorry if the acoustics aren't great in here. I'm at Back 9 Golf in St. Augustine, Florida, the World Golf Village area. So I'm going to do some driver testing for you guys, and then at the very end of that, I'm going to have a TLDW, too long didn't watch, piece of the video, because I'm going to address a comment that I got on the YouTube video, on my intro video. And it was a fair comment, but I want to address it. Anyway, I'm going to do some testing. I got 4 different configurations I'm going to test today. First one up, 45.25 Excalibur Avalon 6 Tour Stiff, or their extra stiff version. No tipping. I told y'all wrong in my post. It's 6 grams forward, 14 grams back. The idea of this one was whenever I put weight back, I tend to send it right. So let's see what I do. I'm not sure the spin rates have been right on some of the stuff I'm seeing. We'll see how this works out. But I'm going to hit like 5 or 6 shots with each club and kind of give you guys maybe the best 1 or 2, and then the data. Okay? Again, I have to kind of set up for a cut for this one. So let's see how I do. A little draw, of course. Ball that felt really nice. 276 fly. Say 164 ball. So not bad there. Pretty good. 2409 spin. That's not bad. Pretty good with that. That's the ball flight I want with this. Just a little slight fade. At the marker 295. Look at that. Put away. Sweet. About the numbers I would expect. 24, 164 ball, it's pretty good, pretty average. Take that pretty well. All right, session 2. AI smoke still, triple diamond, 8 degree, draw, stated loft, Avalon 6 again, and this one's tipped to one inch. This one's playing like 45 3/4, 45 and a half, somewhere in that neighborhood. And instead of 614, it's 6 and 6. So between the ½ inch of length and the lighter weight should be about the same swing weight. So again, this is more of a draw configuration. I haven't really been trying to hit draws with driver lately, so I'm going to try to go ahead and do that just to see if I can. Nice little draw there. See, that's a good flight. I would take that all day. And if I hit that every time, I would play that, and I probably wouldn't even be in this test, actually. Yeah, look at that, 285 carry. It's going to be a lot lower spin. No, not too bad, 2391, 170 ball. Which is actually pretty big for me. Like, I don't usually get to 170 ball, like, just here goofing around. Like, I've got to be doing speed training and whatnot. So, that's a good number. All right, let's see what else I can do with it, though. Yep, there's the miss. That's what I'm trying to avoid right there, is that. That is no bueno, y'all. So here's a little bit of a problem. It's 7.3 into out. Spin's not super low. It's not as low as maybe I thought. You know, I thought maybe I was getting some really low ones. That actually was not on the toe. That's pretty solid. So let me look at shots here. So both of those are 7 into out compared to what I was doing on the other one where I was like 1 to 2 into out, or even pretty neutral, right? So for sure, me trying to hit a draw, getting that far into out, I'm going to try to make a quick adjustment. That's a clue there. And here's what I'm going to kind of address my TLDW, is sometimes like it's not the equipment's fault, right? That's more of a swing issue in my mind. 7 into out is going to be hard to control. All right, so one thing I just noticed is the grouping over here. So I can bring this up. Yeah, grouping over here with the draw setting was really tight. Problem was, it's 30 yards left where I'm looking. So that means I've got to aim 30 yards right, and I feel like all kinds of bad things are going to happen. It's almost because he's swinging even more into out. My body's going to know. And if I'm aiming there and I happen to just square the face instead of get it there, I'm in the right trees. And that's what I've been fighting. So hence why I'm in this test. Why I'm going for a driver fitting on Friday. All right, so quantum triple diamond max here. Neutral standard, I put 1 piece of lead tape to get it back up to like D3.5. So it's 6 grams heel, 1 gram on the fade setting, 6 in the neutral, 2 grams up front. So pretty standard setup. I'm gonna try to just have a nice neutral path here. Not try to draw or anything like that, just neutral. Hello. So this is 9 degree, triple diamond was 8. First time I'm seeing numbers, and I hit that really good. 285 carry, 4 into out, 24 spin, 67 ball with 1 degree up. So that tells me this driver hit is quicker, for sure, than AI Smoke. Because AI Smoke triple diamond, I was hitting that 8 degree, and I'm actually quicker, or just as quick. 1 more degree, so I like it. Pretty high apex at 122, which I'm actually not upset at. Yeah, I would take that all day. It's a nice little tight draw. I hit that well, a little lower ball flight. So 5 greened out, 0, just completely neutral on the club face. 2400 spin, 66 ball. Yeah, I'd take that all day. all day. Didn't hit that nearly as well. So that was Sunday. There's a repeat of Sunday. That's what I did all day. That's the miss I'm fighting right there. So 6 into out, 3.5 close. Duck hook. That's what that recipe is for. Kind of hung back on that one. Okay, that's just slightly off the toe. Let's see how this performs. Looks like it's going to do quite well. Yeah, that flew farther. That probably flew 280. That was a little bit high toe. Look at that spin retention, 2485, 166 spin or ball speed. Still way too much into out right there. That is something I have to work on. All right, so I'm going to play with something. I was going to do a test with draw standard. I'm going to go like a little extreme here. I'm going to try something different. So give me just a minute and I'll come back. All right, so I went rogue. Pun intended. Draw -1. Wait in the fade setting. So trying to neutralize some of this closed stuff that I'm seeing, but also try to bring the ball flight down. So my apex on that last ball is 134 feet. So I'm going to try to neutralize some of that. I've never tried this setting in my smoke for obvious reasons because it just would have been terrible. But I'm going to give this a shot. Should pick up a little speed, a little less left stuff. Like that. Didn't carry as far, but I would take it. That's a good drive. I think the ball speed is actually down a bit. 166, that's fine. 23 spin. So 512 in out, man. Dang. Man, really like that. It never looks like it's going left. And I like this lower flight. Straight one, like that. 66.6, 24 on the spin. Snap back at 4.8. Which I don't know if that's good or bad on full swing. I don't know how they measure it. On TrackMan, that's unattainable. On quad, that's unattainable. On TrackMan, it's okay. You like to see 4950, so I don't know how full swing is. A little lower apex, I like that. 104. Yeah, I like that one too. See, like that feels like the swing that I had with the smoke or with the other settings. Because I feel like that was that big draw, and this wasn't a big draw. Look at that, 7 into out, but 0.6 open. 2300 spin. So it's not like it's a dipper, it's maintaining spin. And that was pretty close to what I was hitting all day Sunday. Was that shot right there. Oh man, I hammered that. This is the best one I've hit today, I think. Yeah, I carried almost 295. 288. 68 ball. 25 on spin. 29.6 apex. That's still really high, but man, I like that. Here's a comment I'll make. Too. This feels so much softer and better than that smoke does. Smoke, I always felt like it felt very harsh, maybe firm. I mean, I got used to it, but I was coming from TSI 3, which felt soft. This feels great. Ripped. Absolutely ripped. That one flew 290 plus there. Now I'm starting to feel it now. Oh. 70 ball speed, 25-12 spin. Dude. Still don't like the 8.1 in out though. Everything else looks great. I'm gonna go after one. Yep, missed it. Yeah. Still has it. Club can't save you. I got in a little bit, a little narrow. I'm probably gonna take that one out of the data set because that's really not. Yeah, that's not really what I've been doing. Starting to feel a little frisky and full of myself, and that's what happens, right? And I hit that good. I mean, I just left it out a little bit, and I'm okay with that miss. That ball carried forever. 292. Another 170. It's a little bit more neutral. Like, you know, I'd like to get in that 3 to 4 or 5 range. Like, definitely under 6. That's. But hey, if I can get results like this, dude, I'm all about it. Great strike there. Low. I mean, that's really low on the face. A little bit heely. But would you take that? No. I mean, I would. Yeah, I mean, I carried it 40 yards less than the last shot. Actually, it was low spin. Said I did not get much of that. Sorry, I'm just having fun hitting this thing. Kind of get a little goat humping going on right now, though. Maybe get a little tired or something. I'll take it. I mean, dispersion's great. It's all right around the center line versus biased way left. So definitely like that. Now that felt like a toe hook. And look at this. Huh. Look at that thing. Still too much in the out. Dang, that did well. Yeah. I think I'm on to something. I'll go after one, see if I can get to 173. Well, I smashed that. Get past there. .299 carry. That's my fastest ball speed, boys. Get you some of that. 772.9. Whew. Hello. Man, I like it. I like this thing, guys. Feels great. I think once you get it dialed, man, dude. All right, one more. I'm done. Didn't even make that great a pass at that, but dude, look at this. I mean, get off it. I mean, I missed that. I absolutely missed that, guys. So I had 23 spin. I hit it low on the face, so it's not spinning up like crazy. Like, I don't want to stop hitting this thing. I'm going to hit one more. Just one more. One more cast is like I am with fishing. One more cast. One more cast. One more cast. But I really do need to stop. Again, tried to hammer it. So I probably got 168, 69 ball. If I can guess. 290 carry. Yeah, right 70. Dude. Cannot complain.
Hey there, Jim Gavigan again. This is the too long didn't watch portion of the video, and I just want to address something real quick because there's a reason why I did something and why my intro is so long. So I got a comment back on that, and to be honest, it's a completely fair comment. My suspicion is 90+% of you probably feel in some degree the same way, and it's fine. that video is actually not targeted at you. So let me address all that. So he said, sorry, bro, way too much information about your score, handicap. We just want to know about the driver. That's all. Not great punctuation either there, buddy, but that's okay. Like, point taken, and you're fair. It's a fair comment. But let me tell you why I did that. Because one of the things I'm doing, like, I'm really struggling with driver right now. I have been struggling for quite some time. For a low handicap guy, you know, my 18 birdies handicap's like 2.6, 2.8, something like that. I have 2.4 penalty strokes per round this year, and I think I had 2.5 last year. That gets me back almost to scratch if I eliminate them. And so almost all of it's off the tee. Bunch of it's left, some of it's right because I'm overprotecting against the left miss. And I'm working with a coach on how to fix that. But that fix has made my current driver, which used to kind of help me with I launch it too high and I spin it too high. Now that's kind of punishing me, right? And so I figure there's probably 1 or 2 people who are watching these videos, watching these testings, and they're in that same boat. They're struggling too. And the other thing I kind of feel like is always missing out of these is I can't really visualize, just because someone has the same swing speed and hits it the same distance I do, they arrive at the ball completely different than me. And what they want to see is completely different than me. And so what I wanted to do, and kind of why I set the stage the way I did, and if you look at D. Torres' swing, I'm trying to remember his name, Mecca, the really good plus handicap guy who's Pennsylvania Player of the Year, Tour Blue, we all deliver it different, completely different, you know? And so what I kind of hope is that you can see by how we deliver it, kind of what we struggle with, all that you're like, okay, I can relate to that guy, right? If he can find something and this fits him or it doesn't fit him, then that kind of helps you, right? And that's kind of the thought process I had in all that is, you know, maybe you're somebody who struggles with hitting the ball too high, too much spin, right? And you've never looked at an LS type model driver. Maybe you should. They're getting more and more forgiving, right? And you'll see that in some of the testing on here is, my suspicion is Quantum Triple Diamond is way more forgiving than my Smoke Triple Diamond. The other thing that, you know, for me, I'm like, I had to go up in spin, up in forgiveness, in head shape and head style, and also went up in loft. So like I went up 3 clicks basically, because what I'm trying to do is not lose too much ball speed, but also gain accuracy off the tee because I'm really struggling, right? And some of it's technique. And I'm gonna kind of address that. Like, so Sunday, I took the driver out pretty much. I'd never seen it fly. I hit it like 3 or 4 times. You guys saw those shots. Feels great. I mean, feels fantastic, honestly. So started hitting on the driving range, was hitting a little bit right. And I actually still have this video. Off camera, I clicked it to draw standard or draw stated loft. Man, I started pumping this thing. I mean, dead off the sweet spot, high bombs, just gorgeous. And so I recorded some of them. And I think the second one I hit, I just reacted. I was like, my friend Tony was next to me, and I was just like, dude, this is crazy. And he, like, you kind of see him walk over, and he's just like looking at it like in disbelief. He's seen me play a lot. And then I went out. Lights came on. Like, I'm going to record all my shots. I'm going to put shot tracers on it, all that. What'd I do? Toe hook left, toe hook left, toe hook left, toe hook left, all day. I hit one good drive that I was like, I piped it, I hit it just like I wanted, and that was on 16. And then I, toe hooked it on 17, hit it left out of bounds into the road on 18. After I thought I figured something out. And then I go to the driving range afterwards and I hit it great. So here's what I'll tell you is a lot of people on this forum, if they had bought that driver, played with it that round, it would have been on BST before they got home. It was that bad. But it wasn't the arrow, it was the Indian. It was me. It was some of the swing changes that I'm going through. You know, like I just sent a couple of swing vids to my coach, last night. He just gave me back. He said, yeah, just still make sure you're getting into that right side more. That right leg has to extend, it has to come up. Because I noticed there was two things I was doing. I got narrow and my right side didn't extend at all. That has been contributing to my toe hooks, right? So here I am trying to impress you guys. I'm going to do all this cool stuff and I'm going to give it the beans. And I'm back in my old pattern. And I'm hitting toe hooks, right? Is that the driver's fault? No. Is it my fault? Yes, right? And I think sometimes on here, people are searching for equipment to so cover up their swing flaws that they don't want to address that, they just go through equipment, right? And maybe this helps you too, right? I think it's a balance of those two. We're always going to have flaws. Like pros work on their flaws all the time. I have flaws. And those flaws made a very good driver and potentially a driver that fits me really well. I'll find out on Friday when I go through my driver fitting, and I'll get some video of that too. But the reality is this thing could fit me really well, but you would never know it on Sunday. So I do all this because there is a journey to this. There are people who are lost. If I get to one or two people who are really struggling and they end up, buying the right driver because they saw the stuff I was struggling with and it gave them a clue, it clicked in, something resonated with them, my mission's complete. So that's why I did it. Hence why I get these comments. And look, 90+% of you probably feel that way. Cool, no problem. And matter of fact, you're not even watching this video. You've already clicked off because you got what you needed. But anyway, for those of you that are sticking in there is a journey, and that's what I wanted to address. So take care, guys. Check in soon.